Welcome to another episode of The Throne of the Inner Temple. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 15 things that you can do to detoxify and purify your lymphatic system.
Detoxification, natural hygiene, alternative medicine, and the things we eat. Throne of the Inner Temple.
Number one, exercise and movement is so important because unlike your circulatory system that carries your blood, your lymphatic system does not have a pump like the heart to circulate lymphatic fluid throughout your body. Your lymphatic system is entirely dependent upon the contraction and relaxation of all the muscles of your body in order to squeeze, push, and circulate this lymphatic fluid throughout all the lymphatic vessels of your body. Even the very act of breathing stimulates the lymphatic system. And this is one of the many reasons why deep breathing is so important. And you don't need to do any crazy exercises or radical sports in order to stimulate the lymphatic system, bodybuilding or anything like that. You can do some yoga, you can do some stretching, but the best exercise is actually walking. We as human beings, we evolved by walking. And you will notice that the largest lymphatic nodes are strategically placed through evolution in places that are most stimulated when you walk. So you will notice when we're walking, we're stimulating all the lymphatic nodes in our neck. And we're also moving our arms. When we do that, we are stimulating the axillary nodes underneath our armpits and draining that lymphatic fluid. And the same thing with our legs. If we are walking freely, taking natural steps, we are activating and stimulating the inguinal nodes between our legs. Number two, the hot and cold shower. And what I mean by this is alternating between cold water and hot water when you're taking a shower. And you need to do this 5, 6, 7 times, alternating between the two if you want to get the full effect. Now this technique works in two ways. The first way is when your body is exposed to cold water, your lymphatic vessels contract. And when they are exposed to warm water or hot water, they relax. And so when you alternate between these two temperatures, your lymphatic vessels contract and relax, thereby stimulating lymphatic flow. The second way in which this works is when your body is exposed to hot water, the blood in your body moves in greater volume towards the surface of your body, towards your skin, in an attempt to more readily release heat from your body to maintain the temperature of your vital organs. And in the opposite manner, when your body is exposed to cold water, the blood in your body moves in greater volume towards your vital organs to preserve that heat. So we can see that by simply cooling and warming the body alternately, we are making the blood to move in and out like an accordion. And this encourages the lymph to move alongside it in parallel vessels, thus releasing stagnation and toxic buildup. If you have any heart conditions, or if you are pregnant, or even if you have trouble adjusting to extremes of temperature because of a weak thyroid or weak adrenals, then you want to be careful when you're using this technique. You want to start off with cool and warm water as opposed to hot and cold, and just build your capacity and get a feel for it and see how your body responds. Number 3, eliminate all dairy products. There is no food that is more threatening to your lymphatic system than dairy foods because they cause your body to produce a lot of mucus. And this happens because all the proteins in dairy have been denatured through the process of heating, through processing. And so these proteins that are undigestible are highly toxic. And so your body produces mucus in an attempt to isolate them and carry them out of your body. And when your body is full of mucus, that increases lymphatic stagnation, which then increases toxemia levels in the body and the acidity in the human body. Number 4, lymphatic drainage massage. If you've ever had this done on you, you know how powerful it is to instantly relieve congestion and get that lymphatic fluid moving. And so you can seek out a massage therapist that is trained and specialized in manual lymphatic drainage. Not all massage therapists are, so you need to double check before you go to a massage therapist. And if you can't afford it, if it's not covered by your insurance, because it can get quite expensive if you're doing it frequently, then you can do it on yourself, because there are a lot of YouTube videos that will teach you how to do it. And I'll put a link in the description for some of these videos. You can do it on yourself. You can have your friends and family do it on you. You can do it on them. So I highly recommend it. It is so powerful to get your lymphatic fluids moving and to purify your lymphatic system. Number 5, apple cider vinegar. Not only does it detoxify your lymphatic system, but it also supports your immune system. If you ever have hardened or swollen lymph nodes, you will find that if you mix 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in a cup of water and drink it every morning, they will be softened again. They will reduce in size. They will be rehabilitated. And this is so important for the lymphatic system, because your lymph nodes are checkpoints that basically filter out foreign objects. They drain the lymphatic fluids. They contain lymphocytes, which play such a huge role in the response of your immune system. There is an overwhelming amount of testimonials that you can see for yourself. Just type in apple cider vinegar and lymph nodes, apple cider vinegar, lymphatic system, and you will come across some forums and you will see thousands of positive reviews of people, some instantly experiencing the effects, and some over a gradual period of time. Now you want to make sure that the apple cider vinegar you buy is natural, is organic, and has the mother. It will say with mother. And this is important because it will contain the mother of the vinegar, which contains all the good stuff, all the enzymes and all the minerals. Number 6, you want to reduce protein in your diet. These days we are consuming too much protein. We're eating eggs, all this meat, granola bars, protein shakes, all the dairy products, even the carbs we are eating, all the carbs, they have been genetically modified to have a high protein content, a high gluten content. And so we don't need this much protein. When we're consuming so much protein, what happens is the acidic levels in our body increases. Why? Because the byproduct of the digestion and metabolizing of these proteins is acidic. There are so many acids that are created when we consume proteins, some of which are uric acid, too much of which causes gout, phosphoric acid, sulfuric acid, and many more. And so the kidneys are very vulnerable and are exposed to these acids because they are the ones that have to filter them. And when this happens, when the kidney is overexposed to these acids, because we are consuming too much proteins and our bodies are saturated with these acids, they will begin to underfunction. They will become damaged. And so when the kidneys are damaged, we will begin to experience lymphatic stagnation because our kidneys are the main filters of the lymphatic system. When they are overexposed to acids, they will not function properly. They will not be able to pull lymph. And these toxins in our sewage system, in the lymphatic system, will begin to build. And then the body will have to find other ways of storing toxins and eliminating toxins. If it's not going and being filtered through the kidneys, it will have to come out through the skin, which is the third kidney, the largest eliminative organ. We're going to begin to experience eczema, psoriasis, acne, and many other kinds of skin disorders. Our body will begin to store these acids in our joints. We'll begin to experience arthritis, and our internal organs will begin to malfunction. We'll begin to experience cell mutation, etc., etc. Our bodies have not been designed to consume so much protein. The human body functions best when it's alkaline. not when it's acidic. And the more protein we consume, even the best protein, chia seeds, flax seeds, whatever, the byproduct of all these proteins is acidic. And this will increase the acidity in our bodies, the toxemia levels in our bodies, because the kidneys will be damaged. This applies to everybody. If you consume too much protein, your kidneys will become damaged. These days we consume 90% protein and 10% fruits and vegetables. It needs to be switched around. We need to be consuming a vast amount of organic wild fruits and vegetables and consuming at most 10% protein. Number 7, you want to go to the sauna and sweat it all out, because when you sweat, you're sweating out toxins. And the more you do that, the more you will be reducing the accumulation of toxins in your lymphatic system. Your skin is your largest eliminative organ. It is your third kidney. And so many people, they sweat profusely, and others, they find it really hard to break a sweat. They can't really sweat, and they are proud of it. But it's not something to be proud of, because in Chinese medicine, when you can't sweat, it is a sign of yang qi deficiency, which is also accompanied by the coldness of limbs and extreme sensitivity to low temperatures. And so you definitely want to have that checked. But especially for you guys who can't sweat properly or find it hard to break a sweat, that is why the sauna is really good, because it induces sweat, especially in the winter time. Because in the winter, the weather is not warm, you can't really do those outdoor sports that you want to do. So I highly recommend the sauna to be used more frequently in the winter time. Number 8, include citric fruits in your diet, sour fruits and sour berries, because citric fruits are astringents, which means they have that unique ability of causing contraction. You know when you eat a lemon and you get that funny face? That's contraction. And so the more of these citric fruits you eat, the more you will be causing, the more you will be inducing contraction within your lymphatic vessels and your lymphatic nodes. And so these citric fruits have that unique ability, unlike the other fruits and vegetables, to cleanse and pull and detoxify your lymphatic system. You can even make a juice out of them and consume it first thing in the morning. Number 9, lymphatic dry brushing. And this is a very effective technique that has been used for hundreds of years. And it consists of using a soft brush and dry brushing your skin in direction, gentle strokes in direction towards your heart. And so you will do this all over your body, and you don't need to apply too much force, because your lymphatic vessels are literally right underneath your skin. So all you need to do is gentle strokes using a soft brush that has been designed for this. And you want to do it on your dry skin, because if your skin is wet, it's going to slide, it's going to slip, and you're not going to get that friction that is necessary that comes from having a dry skin and a dry soft brush. And this, by brushing, you are literally pulling lymph, you're literally moving lymph. You're also getting rid of a lot of dead cells on your skin, which will help you get rid of more toxins through a more efficient sweat. Number 10, you want to use natural herbs. There are so many herbs that you can use to help you detoxify your lymphatic system. And so you can use all these herbs to support the many different organs that are involved and very much related to the lymphatic system. For example, if you support your adrenals using herbs, the adrenals basically command and sit on top of the kidneys. The functioning of your kidneys will be improved. Your kidneys will begin to filter lymph more efficiently. The world of herbs is so vast. How are you going to know which herb to take to help you with the purification of your lymphatic system? Well, the good news is there are many naturopathic doctors who specialize in herbology as well, and who have created concoctions and tinctures or pills that you can take that will help you with the purification of your lymphatic system. I recommend taking the liquid tinctures because your body can more efficiently use and absorb the herbs when in tincture form, when in liquid form, as opposed to the dry pills. But the issue with the liquid tinctures is that they contain up to 30% alcohol. And if you're taking these liquid tinctures very often, then you are basically poisoning and damaging your liver. And so what you can do to minimize the toxic effects of the alcohol in these tinctures is basically warm water right up until the point before it boils. Pour that into a cup, then pour the tincture into it and allow it to sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and the alcohol content will evaporate. Number 11, you want to consume as many organic fruits and vegetables as possible, and you want to make sure they are organic, because otherwise you will be burdening, you will be overwhelming your lymphatic system with all the toxins, the preservatives, the fungicides, the herbicides, etc. So the more organic fruits and vegetables you eat, the more pure, the more clean, the more fluid will your lymphatic system become, and the more efficient will it become. And so when you're eating an abundance of fruits and vegetables and berries and melons, you're basically also avoiding at the same time all the junk foods, all the preserved foods, all the adulterated foods, all the nasty meats, toxic meats and dairy products. And at the same time, you're providing true nutrition for the many different organs of your body, which will support your immune system, which will support your lymphatic system. And so the more you can include in your diet, the healthier you will be, the more alkaline will your body be, the lower toxemia levels. Number 12, do not use antiperspirants. As the name says, antiperspirant, it is anti-sweating. You don't want to prevent your body's ability to sweat from the axillary glands from your armpits. If you're using antiperspirants, you are preventing your body's ability to sweat, and these toxins are accumulating within your body. And many of these deodorants and antiperspirants have highly toxic chemicals that are absorbed into your body. In fact, more than 90% of breast cancer patients test positive for these chemicals that are found in these products. What you can do as an alternative is maybe use a deodorant that is not an antiperspirant, but that is more natural, that has less toxic chemicals. I haven't used an antiperspirant or deodorant in years. And this is because, for many people, it's unfathomable because their sweat stinks so bad. And I have found that the more pure my diet became, the less junk foods I was eating, the less pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals will make you stink. They are highly toxic. And when they come out of your skin, you will stink so bad. Not only that, but when you're eating meat, this decaying flesh in your body will make you stink. All this nasty frankenfoods, dairy products, they will make you stink. But the more pure your diet becomes, your sweat will not be unpleasant anymore. In fact, it will become pleasant. You will begin to enjoy that natural, mild, pure smell that comes out of your body. And if you're taking a shower once a day and sometimes twice a day, that is enough. You don't need antiperspirants. If you truly stink and you truly need antiperspirants and deodorants and you're using it often, then you really need to reconsider, look at your diet and make the changes you need to make and stop putting all those poisons and toxins in your body. Number 12, be mindful of all the hair that you are shaving off of your body. The hair that has been placed on our body has been placed for a reason. God has created us with hair for a reason, and you will notice that you have more hair in places where you sweat the most, underneath your armpits, in between your legs, etc., on your head. And so one of the main purposes of hair is to collect and store toxins that your body drains and secretes until you wash it off. When you shave your armpits and in between your legs and other places, when your body secretes and drains these toxins and these acids, they will irritate your skin. They will be reabsorbed back into you. The toxemia levels in your body will increase. We live in such a hypersexual society that shaving the hair is a norm. Not having any hair is a norm on the body. And this is not right. It's not healthy. You want to trim it. You don't want it to grow like a forest. You want to trim it. You want to have enough hair so that these toxins can be collected until you take your next shower. Number 14, stop taking pharmaceutical drugs. They are highly toxic and cause irreparable damage to your lymphatic nodes, to the many different organs and glands that are involved in the daily purification process. So what are you going to do without drugs? If you have a healthy lifestyle and a healthy diet, you will never need drugs. You will never need pharmaceutical drugs. And if you do ever need medication, you have homeopathy, you have Chinese traditional medicine, you have acupuncture, you have all these amazing true healing sciences that you can turn to instead of these toxic medical drugs that will destroy your organs and compromise their ability to purify your body and carry out their duty. Okay, number 15, you want to avoid overeating. Eating when you are not hungry, eating too much food in one setting, mixing too many foods together, not chewing your food properly. All of these increase indigestion. When food is not properly digested, it becomes poison, it becomes toxic. Your body has to, the lymphatic system becomes burdened with this. It has to produce mucus. And so all of this increases lymphatic stagnation. It increases toxemia levels. And so what you want to do is eat only when you are hungry. Eat simple. Chew your food properly. Don't mix so many foods together, etc., etc. Number 16 is a bonus, and I just had to mention it because it occurred to me and it is so important. It is our emotions. Because we know that our emotions can affect digestion. It can affect the assimilation of our food. It can affect the functioning of many different organs. And so the happier and healthier we are emotionally and mentally, the better, the more pure will we be on the inside, the better our lymphatic system. So definitely consider and don't disregard your emotions and the health of your mind. Meditating, praying, seeking wisdom in things and changing your perception to a healthier perception of reality, which will keep you positive, which will keep you inspired and hopeful. So those are my 15 tips, 16 tips on how to purify your lymphatic system. I hope that you use them. The lymphatic system is the golden key to your health. You won't hear your doctor ever mentioning the lymphatic system. But the more you invest in maintaining its purity, the more you will be able to reverse many of your illnesses to maintain your health so that you can be there for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones. Don't give up. Keep at it. Sometimes it'll take weeks to notice a difference. Sometimes it'll take months. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep updated with fresh videos on health that I will be making. And if you have any recommendations for health topics, please make a comment below. I will definitely consider it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.
Throne of the Inner Temple.